is my third critique, and I am critiquing this picture. So this picture looks like this kid is so giddy and excited to be meeting this person. I'm guessing this guy might be famous, maybe. I'm not sure. Ow, that hurt. He looks like he could be famous. He's posing with him like that, so maybe they ran into him on vacation or were super excited to like meet him. I think this picture thing with this picture is very posed, and it for sure tells a story. Maybe like the theme was fame, and he was showing how he met a famous person on vacation. I think that I guess some compositional elements that he used was the rule of thirds for sure. They're not in the middle of the picture, which kind of offsets it. You're able to see the fence in the background in the back, and overlooks. The background is super dark and their clothing is super bright, so that also helps you focus in on them versus looking past the central subjects of the picture. So they were for sure supposed to be like the main points of the picture when this photo was taken. What is the image about? So I would say that this guy met a famous person and he was so excited, so they took a picture. The famous person looks like he's giving a peace sign to the camera. He's wearing a Bengals hat, so maybe he's a football player. I think he's also wearing another sports team on his shirt, but I'm not 100% sure what that would be. He for sure kind of looks like a football player. He's a little bit bigger. Looks like he could tackle some people. Kid looks pretty scrawny compared to him. But what I would change about this picture, I would change it so that it was more like the compositional elements were more like apparent. Like I felt like I was digging to like find the rule of thirds and the fact that there are like lines in the background which are like kind of leading up to the center of the picture on the fence posts. I would make it more distinct about what this is like trying to like do, versus I feel like I'm kind of making things up. I'm not sure. Maybe this guy's a relative and he's not a sports player, but he's wearing a Bengals hat, so I'm going to go with that he's a football player for the Bengals and that it's like what fame is. And so this guy represents fame in this picture, and he is standing with fame. An improvement that I would make on this image is if they had to take this picture again, then I would suggest. I'm not quite sure what I would suggest. I know you can't change what you're wearing when you meet a famous person. It's kind of a once in a lifetime thing. You only meet a certain number of people who play for professional sports or are on TV or in movies or stuff like that. So maybe just like the angles of the camera. So taking in consideration your background and how you're holding the camera and what you want the camera to focus on in the picture, because I feel like that's the only thing you could have changed. I like that it's not cropped. It doesn't look like it's cropped, so it's keeping all of like the natural like parts of the picture in it, and it wasn't edited in any way. So yeah, I think that's my improvement I would make. They for sure. I don't know if they used flash or not. I'm guessing they did because it's at night and you can see them really well lit up. But other than that, I think that my only critique I would give him would be to make sure that when you're thinking about taking these pictures, that it's with a purpose in mind. So yes, this was a great example for fame, but maybe more of the compositional elements would have a purpose in the picture when you went to take it.